Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to show you how to make a no-knead pizza dough. This is a pizza dough that I just make up and let rise overnight, and then the next day usually I'll make it into individual pizzas. I do the little mini pizzas, but you can do the big pizzas. And I got this idea from another channel called Indigo Nili, and I'll leave a link to her channel. Go check her out. She is a real good channel. 4.5 cups of flour, and let's see, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and I had that in the measuring cup, and 1/2 teaspoon of this yeast, Fleshman's active dry yeast is what I use. Already measured out. That's 1/2 teaspoon of yeast. So I just kind of mix it up, and then you add water. I got 1 3/4 cup of water. Very simple. Mix it all together. And this is probably the hardest part, which is not really hard, but you'll see it'll start to get real, hard to stir, and you just kind of... And I have a KitchenAid mixer. I guess I could have done it with a hook, but I've done it like this, and it works. So that way, if you don't have a KitchenAid mixer, with a dough hook, you can still get this done. And I have a pretty sturdy silicone spoon, but I just keep doing it like this, and it'll look pretty dry, but mine came out pretty good. And of course, it'll probably all determine the amount of humidity you have. If you're used to working with dough, you'll know what I'm talking about. So after this, I just kind of get my hands in there, and because I find that's the easiest way. You just so you incorporate all that's pretty much it. It just has to be all incorporated. And then I'm going to take this dough, leave it right here in this bowl, cover it with a towel, kitchen towel, and leave it sit overnight. Okay guys, here it is the next day, and my pizza dough has risen some. So basically you just punch it down like they say, and then I am going to get my board. What I use is this comes out of an old microwave, a very large microwave, as you can see how big it is. And I just cover it with flour, sprinkle flour over how it is, and then I can, it is a very, very, soft dough. It's a beautiful dough it comes out. And so I just I don't put too much flour in it, because this dough you can also leave, like normally I'll just kind of work it a little bit like this, just to get rid of the super stickiness. And then I'll pinch me off a bit of dough. Again, trying to keep my hands, from it sticking too bad. That's what you want the flour to, because you will need a good amount of flour, but you just don't want it to be too overly dry. And basically, I just leave this amount of dough. If you want, that'll stay in the fridge. I've left it over 24 hours in the fridge, no problem. But to make the pizza doughs, you just kind of do it like this. It's not, real hard. This is how I do it. You can choose to use a rolling pin. I enjoy working with dough. I find it's, relaxing, so there's never no big rush for me. But I just do it like that. And like I said, if I mentioned, I think I did mention before, I cook my little mini pizzas in my air fryer. So I need them to be pretty small. And And you can do them as thin as you want or as thick as you want. It's not no big thing about it, but big pizzas, little pizzas. And what I do when I sit down and make, usually the following day, like after a day, I'll do it. Or if I have time, like this evening, I'll just make all my pizzas and then I put them in a Ziploc bag. You just place a ball of dough inside a bag. See how I got it kind of centered in the middle? Just open a bag, put your ball of dough. I measure out my little balls of dough just by hand, not no big measurement. And then I just work it like this, just kind of flattening it out, because you just want it approximate, because when you defrost it, you can shape it how you want it. And I make sure I pinch the air out here, make sure my bag is flat going to the back. Once I get it, and like I said, I do mine mini pizzas, so it'll fit in my air fryer, and that way we have individual pizzas. So this is a quart size bag, and then once I got it kind of to the size I want it, I just push all the air out. Put it about that much to the air, and again, sorry about knocking the camera, push the air out, zip it up, and there you have it. See, it's flat, and then I just stack them up. And when I do stack them flat, when I stack my Ziploc bags, I don't stack them all with the tops one way. I do one this way, and I alternate them, one that way, one the next way. You know, keep flipping and flopping them, get them all flat. Store them real flat, small space in the freezer. And then when you're ready to make a pizza, and I'm going to show y'all that. I'm waiting for one to freeze solid. And you just take it out. And when it's frozen solid, you just peel it out. It'll pop right out of that bag. Okay, I've rolled out. I left 2 out, but I rolled the rest out into the Ziploc bag. So I have 6 of them. And you can see here how I do alternating, you know, the tops and the bottoms, so they lay very flat. Doesn't take up a whole lot of room for 6 mini pizza doughs. And I'll show y'all how I put them together. Crust that is frozen, and all you have to do, I prepared my little pan that goes in my air fryer, and just pop open this. When they're frozen, it comes out very easily. Just like that. You see it's frozen, but it's pliable. It defrosts really quickly, and it doesn't matter that it doesn't exactly fit in the pan, because all I do is kind of let it defrost there, and then I will form it to fit the pan. Okay, see? And then this morning I'm doing a breakfast pizza, actually. So I have this little ceramic egg cooker that I really like. I got my 2 eggs in there, and I just kind of put a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, and I really like this pepper corn medley in its own grinder, so a few turns of that. Scramble this up lightly. I add a splash of half and half. And then this will go in the microwave for about 1 minute and 25 seconds. And while my eggs are cooking, I use this, any kind of cheese, but I use different kinds. This one's the Fiesta Bleed. And I just sprinkle a little bit on. For breakfast pizza, if I don't have like white gravy is really good as your sauce. But if I don't have it, then I just kind of put a little layer of cheese. And then I also buy bacon ends and pieces, and I chop them up, and then I cook them lightly, and then I put them in a freezer bag, just like this. See how they're all loose? And so then I can just, you know, sprinkle them on. They're kind of like bacon bits, but real. I can't stand the little fake bacon bits in the jar. No. Let me go get the eggs. Okay, as you can see, my eggs are done. But all I do is put my eggs on there. You can put a lot, a little bit, whatever you want. Makes a really quick breakfast. Really quick breakfast. And breakfast pizzas are really good. Okay, so I just put a little more bacon on it. Again, whatever you want, little or a lot. You can also, you know, you could add green peppers. You could add whatever you want to it totally. And then I sprinkle more cheese on it. And then I will pop this into the air fryer about 5 minutes maybe. Okay, here is my pizza. And I wanted to show y'all how well those pans from Dollar Tree fit inside the air fryer. I mean, like, just about perfect. And it's not that hot. I had it out a few minutes, so don't worry about me burning myself. There's my pizza. There's my coffee and my chicken cup. I love my little chicken. If y'all enjoyed this and you can make other pizzas, I'll put in some still shot pictures of other pizzas I make all the time. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.